Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome back to Derek Brand Productions for another video. I know, it has been about 8 or 9 days, I think, since I last uploaded, and there's a reason for that. Well, it's actually 2 different reasons, and I'm gonna go over them in today's video, but we have some exciting news based on the title and thumbnail of today's video. 4 months, guys! 4 months. The first 3 months were a complete waste of time. It is super frustrating, but at the end of the day, it all worked out. Big Blue is finally back. It was actually funny because many of you were wondering and asking in the comments, Derek, where's Big Blue? We see all the other cars, but we haven't seen this in freaking months. Well, that's because that was indeed the case. We had to take the truck in because the rust on the F-150 was just horrible. I did show the condition of the truck before. It wasn't good when I showed it, and it was actually to the point to where this back door here was almost not able to latch properly, which is obviously a pretty big deal. This door latches to the body, and then the driver's door latches to this door. So if this thing doesn't latch properly, I mean, that could be a whole ordeal in itself. The initial problem with these trucks, especially 2010s, and considering this was my grandfather's, were from Buffalo, New York, I did some digging online, and it seems that the Ford F-150s, specifically from 2010, have a rust issue regardless of whichever state you live in. I don't know if that's exactly true or not, but what I do know is this truck was purchased and lived a majority of its life in Buffalo, New York through all of the seasons, all of the snow, all of the salt, and the fact that the 2010 models already were having a rust issue, throwing the northern climate into the equation does not help whatsoever, and this thing got absolutely eaten alive. I don't know if I have videos or photos of this exact truck with the rust issue, but I'm gonna go and post one on the screen right here, and this is exactly what we were dealing with on the F-150, both driver and passenger side. The rocker panels were just absolutely torched, and with this being the grandfather's truck, it was something we knew that needed to be done, no questions asked, if we still wanted to use this truck, and that's kind of why 4 months later, 3 months were a complete waste of time, and let me tell you about it. So we have found somebody local here in Richmond, Virginia that specializes in welding on rocker panels, because down south here, well, Virginia, I mean, they claim it's the South. Is it really the South? I don't know. Kind of hard to find people here in Virginia. We had found somebody that was literally 10 or 15 minutes down the road. They told us that they could have this thing knocked out, have it all fixed up, all the rust gone, and it would look good as new. So cool. The truck got taken there, got dropped off, and yeah, 3 months went by and it never got finished by that shop. Long story short, it got dropped off there, it got put on a lift, it got hacked up, and it sat on the lift for about 2.5 months when we were being told that it's getting worked on. For 3 full months, nothing got done other than one side getting completely hacked out. The first place we took it to absolutely dropped the ball on this. But the good news is, the second place that it was taken to was done correct. It was done fast. We're 4 months into this project now. Big Blue's home. It's something so simple like this that is so exciting, because if you guys remember, and you just saw like an idea of a photo of what we were dealing with, the rocker panels on the truck were absolutely shot. The driver's side up here wasn't too bad. It was really what lies behind this door that was just gone. It was completely eaten by rust. But I'd like to show you guys and say we are back in business, baby. It is fully fixed. Everything is welded. Everything is painted. We even have a new freaking latch, because that other latch was screaming for its life. The rocker panels came out absolutely amazing. These guys did a fantastic job, and the driver's side was the worst. And I mean, if I were to do this, probably all would have completely crumbled and fell out of place. Which is good to go now. And the door latches beautifully. They cut this one out as well, welded all new rockers in, painted them, and yet again, something so little, but yet so exciting, because, you know, this was Grandpa's truck, and we want to keep this thing living as long as possible. The new transmission, I think that freaking transmission has maybe 5,000 miles on it, and the truck just tapped over 70,000 miles. So it is the 4.6 liter. For towing, I mean, it's towed before. My 1982 Fox body that I had, Project Fox, that we got like 4 years ago, we actually picked it up in this truck with a steel trailer and the car in the back. And I mean, the truck was screaming. If you saw the content, I mean, the truck was screaming. I am going to attempt to tow with this truck shortly. I don't know which car. It'll probably be the S650. We have to talk a little bit about this car in today's video as well. And again, this video is going to be a huge update with what's going on, because I have been MIA for a couple of reasons, as I mentioned, and the S650 so happens to be one of them reasons. I have to check out the diff and potentially get a new diff gasket, have a set of shocks that I gotta throw on the truck, alongside a full set of brakes. But that's really it for Big Blue. Make sure you drop a like up on this video right now for Big Blue if you're excited. to see this thing tow one of these cars for the first time ever. But now we must talk about the S650, because the last time you guys saw this car, I believe, was the track day where first pass ever went 10-0 with the Whipple, and then we snapped an axle, which became a whole thing. My friend Brandon with the Ruby Paxton car was very kind enough to give us his stock axle. That's not what's on the car right now. If you take a little gander over here, we have what you would call 2 stock axles right there, and we got what you would call a stock drive shaft. I don't know if any clues around the garage are gonna, you know, hint as to what went down, but some stuff went down these past couple of days, and we're just about done finalizing everything. But let's talk a little bit about exactly why I haven't been present. I have been trying everything in my power to get this car ready to rock for our last and final track day of the season here in Virginia, because it is getting cold. I've run into a few hiccups, which nothing crazy whatsoever. It's just more of trying to get parts on time, because some of these were on back order or something like that. So we have been waiting a little bit for some parts to finalize this setup, so when we take it back to the track, it's ready to rock. But yes, reason number 1 I haven't been posting is because I've been putting a lot of time and energy into getting this ready, because I only had 1 week to do so, and there was a lot of work that needed to be done, but we have come up short, unfortunately, which I was a little upset, a little bummed at first, but at the end of the day, it's all good. I know the next time we take this car out, it is going to run probably a fast 9-second pass, because we're doing quite a few things to this that is gonna probably blow a lot of y'all socks off. Hopefully we can plan to try to get it down south. I don't know if the southern states have their tracks open a little bit longer. I really want to run a 9-second pass before the year's over, but I mean, we could probably try it on the street. I don't know, that probably counts, right? Set up the draggy, do a dig in the neighborhood, see if we can run a 9-second pass. I did mention that there was like 2 things that have been kind of hindering my content creation, and the second thing is winter's here, man. I think I have a pretty bad case of seasonal depression, because as soon as it started getting dark at 5 and getting colder, I've just like, I can't even think of shit to film, man. It's like a huge conjoined mix of things that have been kind of throwing me for a loop. But that's why I decided Friday, screw it, I'm gonna pick up the camera. Even if it's not an action-packed vlog, I'm just gonna let my people know that I'm straight, because a lot of you have been reaching out, which I do appreciate, and a lot of you have been receiving your 007 Apex shirts, which that wintertime is here, fam. So go to the website, dbpsquad.shop, get yourself one of these premium DBP squad hoodies. Like, they're warm as hell, and I know I'm not rocking one right now because I'm a scumbag. As far as the 007 Apex Whip of the World shirt, this is all we have left. So if you did not snag one yet and you want to support your boy, head to dbpsquad.shop, go snag one of these suckers, and it's much appreciated. Over 200 orders went out this week, so be on the lookout. Your order is on the way. Thank you all so much. I seriously, I don't even know what the hell I would do without you guys. For those that showed the support, bought a simple shirt, bought a simple hoodie, like that goes a long freaking way, man. It really does. And I just can't thank you enough. For future drops, I'm working on something to where I can offer free shipping for you guys to help out where I can. At the end of the day, I'd like to say I'm a Ford guy through and through. I like my Fords. I would definitely be lying if I said I didn't miss my naturally aspirated handling pack Mach 1. Like, I'd be lying, okay? I do miss it. I miss everything I sell. I would also be lying, though, if I said I wasn't intrigued or have that itch to finally figure out a solution to get my ass into a Shelby GT350R. Like, I'd totally be lying, because I really want one of those, man. I am just so hooked on that idea right now, and it's kind of throwing me off focus, because I'll be real with you, ever since I introduced a Chevy, a ZR1, as like one of my personal like content cars, it's been a little weird because I don't know how to approach it with you guys. So there's been a lot going on, and I'm feeling good about it all, though, and I'm gonna make it a point as soon as this S650 is ready to rock. I am taking a road trip. I already told Romina I'm packing up the car. I'll probably bring some merch, and I'm probably just gonna bounce to Florida and hit all the states in between. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram, Derek Barron Productions, because I will be posting all of that on there.
Shawty.
What's good, fool? We gotta lock something in right now.
What are we locking in?
All right, so look, after the holidays, we're gonna hop in the Shelby in the S650, and we're just gonna drive down the coast of Florida.
Say less.
Hit state after state after state, and just film.
I might take dark. I'm probably gonna take the Dark Horse though.
For real?
Yeah.
You're such a
Shelby's gonna get sold, dude.
Dude, that car is never selling.
I don't know why people don't want it. I really don't. If someone's watching this, please buy it.
You might as well just turn it into your casket at this point. Just accept the fate. Are we locked in to go to Florida or what?
I'm locked in, but I wanted to take the train. I want to throw the cars on the train.
Oh, dude, we haven't done that yet.
We haven't.
All right, so look, if this video gets 2,000 likes, we'll slap the cars on the train that takes us to Sanford, Florida. We'll hop on the train. We'll have a train vlog. Okay, that sounds fucking weird. The train.
On a train.
Lock it in. I'll talk to you later. Have fun. It's a done deal. I got to get out of here, man. My seasonal depression's kicking in, dude.
Oh, yeah. I just actually went to Home Depot. I got a 30-foot little giant ladder and a big rope. So
buy
you guys
two
want to
of
watch
them.
me go live on Facebook. Get ready for it's happening. Bye, guys.
If any of you have actually done the automotive transport, let me know how that process was in your experience. I've been on an Amtrak before, and I've like slept and had my own room and stuff. That was pretty cool, but I was young. I was actually just thinking, I have done quite a few things in life at, 28 years old, 29 next month. You guys better not forget it, December 16th. It's my birthday, so I expect 350R in Grabber Blue. It could be stripe or stripeless, I really won't care. But no, all kidding aside, I have done a lot, but there's two things that I haven't done that actually might blow your mind. Thing number one, I've never, ever, ever in my life driven an exotic. The closest thing to exotic is my ZR1. That's the closest thing I've ever driven to an exotic in my almost 9 years of YouTube. Thing number two, I have never pulled a car trailer. So I'm a little nervous for that. I know to swing wide. I know to obviously pay attention as best as you possibly can. But that's about it. A little nervous for it. So if you guys have any tips and tricks for me, let me know. And you best believe I'm gonna be filming a practice vlog in a parking lot with the truck and trailer. Don't get yourself stuck in tight situations. I think that's like the one thing I'm most nervous of, is like if I have to stop off the highway and get gas in an unfamiliar area and the gas station's kind of tight, that's like the one thing I feel like I'm a little tweaked out over. Drop some knowledge in the comments, guys. I'm gonna read all the comments. Driving around a C6 ZR1 pretty much dailying that thing for the last, I don't know, 2 months or 3 months since I've owned it, and then hopping in this behemoth, which isn't really even a behemoth compared to some of the trucks on the road. So like big compared to the Vet, and it doesn't feel nimble whatsoever. 70,100 miles on old girl. Most certainly gonna ignore the fact that it took $105 to fill, and it drinks through gas. I think it's getting like 8 miles to the gallon if I'm lucky, 8 or 9. I need some new, what are those called? Runner boards or side steps or whatever. Definitely need to get a front and rear bumper though. This is the other spot. Pretty much the last spot is that rear bumper where the rust took over. It's definitely come to my attention that I think I may have a serious problem. That has to be Facebook Marketplace, dude. Like I can't live without it. And right now, specifically, I think I have covered every single 350R that has been for sale in the United States, potentially Mexico's Facebook Marketplace. I just don't think I can gamble on a Gen 1, but I found the perfect R in my opinion. You may have seen it floating around, but it is a 2017 triple yellow GT350R. I think, what is this one? Black stripes, red pinstripes. Such a sick car. Such a sick car. It's $70,000, which it's a good chunk of money, but I mean, we're talking a 350R here. And I mean, look at that rear end, dude. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. I don't even think I could pull the trigger on that. Even if it were 60K, I'd be scared shitless of a Gen 1 Voodoo, which I could be, one of those sheep that people like to call about the whole Gen 1 talk. Everybody knows about the oil consumption issue that had something to do with the motor that Ford messed up from the factory. I don't know the specifics on it, but it has oil consumption, and the Gen 1s are actually kind of known for their oil filters backing off. And there was actually a guy local here that had one. There's also this 350R for $70,000. It's a black white stripe 350R, which is sexy as hell. For my boys that bought a Gen 1, are any of you guys like nervous about that like $20,000 bill you might have if you blow that motor up? That's kind of scary to me. My all-time 350 build is a ported Cobra Jet, let's say JLT cold air intake, catless long tube headers, E85 tune, 9K RPMs, 5.2 Voodoo, just absolutely screaming. And I think that'll make like around 550 wheel. That would be, I think I'm gonna make that happen next year, boys. Next year. So be ready. Speaking of cars though, I gotta go test drive Karma because Romina said she was driving it the other day and she smelled some sort of burning smell, which is kind of concerning because I have no idea what that could be. So we're gonna see if we can figure that out for her. Jesus. Let's see what's going on with this thing. Gears feel fine so far. Of course, nothing's up to temp yet. Well, we made it to my second home and I don't smell anything yet, but this is a little strange. The trans fluid temp hasn't moved. So that's a little weird because I mean everything else. But yeah, that's a little odd. I will say it's a little odd. So I'm gonna keep my eye on that. Okay, I do smell something. Oh shit. That don't smell good. Oh yeah, I definitely smell something, boys. I checked the coolant, I checked the oil, those were fine. Don't know what it could be. I have to figure that out though. Appreciate y'all tapping in today, guys. Remember, go snag your Apex Whip of the World shirt. There's less than 75 left. So head to the website, go snag one. And I should be seeing you guys Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So y'all have a great weekend. Stay blessed. Deuces.